Hi everybody and welcome back to another ride free video here on this channel, and in today's video we're checking out another premium DLC pack called Back to Basics. Now the first bike in this pack we're going to be taking a look at is the Aprilia AF1. Now this is a bike from 1990, it's a 125, and I'll tell you what, this bike does look very good. I haven't seen many of these around, but I did have an Aprilia 125 myself and I absolutely loved it, so I will look forward to testing this one out. Right, let's get straight into the next bike in this pack. Next up is another bike that I do believe was on Ride 2, and this is a bike from 2016, and I'm not so sure whether I like the front fairing. I think it looks a bit ugly, but until I try it out I'm not going to make a judgment on the handling or anything like that. But let's get straight into the next bike in this DLC. Next up is another bike that I do believe that was on Ride 2, and this bike is an awesome styling bike, and I remember testing this one out around one short circuit and I couldn't believe how good the handling is. Very lightweight, probably got decent acceleration, cannot wait to test that one out. So let's get straight into the next one. Next up is a Kawasaki Z750 from 2003. Bit of a weird bike to put in this pack considering all the other bikes are quite low powered, but until I test it out I won't make a judgment. It might be an awesome bike to test out. Anyway, that is bike number 4. Let's get into bike number 5. Right, so next up is another bike that was on Ride 2, and again this is a bike that's got really good handling, and I do like the styling of this bike as well. Hopefully they've given us some good events to test out all these bikes that comes with the DLC as well. But next up we're going to be looking at another bike that isn't in this DLC but has just been released as well, so let's have a look at that. Right everyone, this bike is not a part of the premium DLC. This is the free pack bike 11. I will do a separate video testing this bike out and looking at the events that come with it. I just thought I'd show you it as it was available. Now this is an awesome bike from the year 2000, and I remember my best friend having one of these, and I went with the Honda CBR 600 F3, but he had one of these and we used to swap and test out each other's bikes, and I did like the Strad, I must admit. Very good styling, and I cannot wait to see how good it is on this game. But anyway, let's have a look at the events that came with this premium DLC, so let's get straight into it. Right, now we're going to have a look at the events that came with the premium DLC Back to Basics, small but fast, and there's 10 events in here, and I must admit I did flick through these and there is some really good events to try out for those bikes that come with the DLC. Now instead of doing the races in today's episode, I'm going to do some of the time attacks, because I always do the races but always leave out those challenges, and I'm also going to do them in different camera views as well because it has been requested. So let's get straight into the first one. And you know what bike I'm going to be testing out? Of course, that 125. Right, so I fully upgraded the Aprilia AF1, and now the stats do look a little bit better. I wonder how much different this bike is to the Aprilia RS. I reckon a versus video is definitely needed for these two. Let me know in the comments below if it's something you'd like to see, but first up, let's get into this time attack. Right, so here we go with this time attack around Donington Park, and we're going to go in a different camera view because, like it's been requested, please change things up, so that is exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go with the first person. Let's see if we can get this event out of the way. So we need 151.699, so hopefully we can achieve that. And I must admit I do like the way the 125s handle on this game. You literally can lob them into the corners, and like I said, a versus video against the RS would be a very good versus video. Let's see how this thing handles. Now we're on the default setup, I haven't changed anything, so I'm expecting it to handle pretty decently anyway. Just open this thing up. 110 miles an hour down this section. Oh, be careful, just caught the curve there slightly. It's always different when you're used to racing in chase cam and then you jump into this camera view, it does throw you out a bit. I wonder if this has the same similar top end as the RS. It's definitely something that I will have a look at. But it handles pretty decently, but I did say the 125s are pretty nimble anyway. Let's slow it down. And I think the highest stat on this bike was the handling stat, which is good. Let's see what sort of speed we can get up to. 110. That's the fastest I think we've hit so far. Slow down. That's nicely done through there. Okay. It does accelerate pretty quick for a 125, I must admit. So the brakes feel pretty decent. Slow it down, turn it in. Well, I think this is going to be very, very close. We might have to run this again. I don't think we're going to do this first time. Right, this final corner is a bit of a tricky one. Slow it down. Drop it in. A little bit of hesitation there. And open the throttle again. Oh, this is going to be extremely close to the line. Are we going to be able to do it first time? And oh, only just a 151.4, but I will take it, and that is the first time attack out the way. Now we're going to test out another time attack on a different bike, so let's get straight into that. So here we go. Right, so now we're going to test out the Kawasaki Z750, because there is another time attack, and it's around Alton Park. So let's get straight on this awesome Kawasaki and see how this bike handles. And like I said, I'm going to change up the camera view as well. So let's get straight into it. So here we go. Right, so here we go with this time attack on this Kawasaki. And this time I haven't fully upgraded the bike and it's on the default setup. So let's see how it handles out the factory. And I must admit that the first thing I dislike about this bike is those bloody mirrors. They look awful. But anyway, let's see if we can get this time. So it's a 105.4, and I've actually done a track day around this circuit, and yeah, it's a very, very interesting circuit. And the day I did my track day, it was actually wet, so there was a couple of accidents. Luckily it wasn't me, and they did have to keep the sessions short, but I'd like to go there again. It's not too bad around that turn. Back up the hill. Trying to keep it as nice and tight as I can. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to complete this challenge first time on the default setup. I usually always upgrade the bikes, but I didn't want to waste credits on this bike because after this test I won't use it again. And that seems to be the theme with some of these bikes in the pack. Some of them just not going to use them. It's alright having them in your garage, but unless there's an event specialised for this bike, generally you always go for the best performance one that you can buy. Slow down, final corner, got a little bit wider than I would have liked. Hopefully we should, it's going to be very close. No, we're not going to do it, we're past the time already, so we're not going to do this first time, and that is a shame, but we'll go again and see if we can go even faster. Right, so we're going to try it in this camera view and see if we can go a little bit faster, but we're just absolutely miles off the time, nearly 4.5 seconds. And I'm not going to spend any credits on this bike, so we've got to do it like this. So we're just going to have to try and take the corners as fast as possible. I think this bike has got it in it to do that time, but I think you're just going to have to perfect. It's a much better first corner. Keep losing a lot of time. That horrible turn down the bottom of this hill. So let's see if we can nail it this time. Oh, that was much smoother. Slow it down. Tip it in. Bad, so we're about 2 seconds up on the time already. Got to find another 2.5. All right onto the curb there. Let's see if we can keep it nice and smooth through this section. And that is a much better. Just back off the throttle, turn it in. Almost 3 seconds. I doubt if we're going to find the 2 seconds at the final corner, but I will try. Slow it down, heavy braking, turn it in, and open the throttle. Oh, this could be close. Oh, must have went straight to the side there and across the line. And we're still over a second or so off the time. This is unbelievable. Right, so here we go again. Now I've just adjusted the suspension and the gearing, so hopefully this should be the one. Now we managed to almost do it on the default setup, so with these changes I should be a little bit quicker. But got to take as much through these corners as possible. That is not too bad. It's just finding the areas where you can just improve. Again, just trying to take as much through this corner. This is where we seem to drop a little bit of time. And that wasn't too bad. That's as smooth as I can do it. And I think it's all down to that final corner. So our best time is a 106.2 and we need a 105.4. So we're not a million miles off the time. That is not bad through there. We can just now, this final corner, we should be able to get that time. And tip it in. Oh, that was nice. I think this is it. It's going to be tight though. And across the line. Oh, half a second off the time again. Right, let's see if we can nail it this time. So close on that last attempt. Just need another 0.1. I think it's definitely the final corner that I need to take a little bit quicker. I seem to be pretty decent all the way. And then, ooh, be careful. Just overdoing it through that section. Caught the curb. Oh, we're just down on the time there. Let's see if we can make it up through this section. So we had a 105.5. So we're literally so close. Let's see if we can just turn it in. And open the throttle. Oh, still. I don't think we're going to do it on this run. We might have to go another lap. Let's try and take this corner a little bit quicker. And oh, that was perfection. That was nice. That might be it if we can get it to the line. And oh, we do it. Oh my god. And that was all down to that final corner. So we complete the challenge. Anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and share the video. And in the next video on Ride 3, I'm going to be testing out that free pack 11 bike. And I will see you very, very soon.